I discovered I was the ghost girl in a viral internet story, and confronting the author changed both our lives. For years, I'd struggled with a strange memory from my childhood there to waking up in a hospital at age 7 with no recollection of the previous 3 days. My parents always changed the subject when I asked about it. Last month, while scrolling through a popular True Cup Stories thread on ACs, I froze when I saw a post titled "The Girl Who Ran There." The author described working as a junior counselor at a summer camp in Vermont in 2003 per Bike exact camp and year I attended as a child. The story detailed how a strange, quiet girl with a scar across her left eyebrow, I unconsciously touched my own scar, kept appearing and disappearing around camp. The counselors would see her standing at the edge of the woods or sitting alone at meals, but when approached, she'd vanish. The post ended dramatically. On the final night, we did a head count before departure and realized no child matching her description had ever been registered at the camp. 20 years later, I still get chills thinking about the ghost girl of Cedar Lake. My hands were shaking. I have photos of myself at that camp. I was there. I wasn't a ghost. After days of internal debate, I created a ES account and messaged the author. "I think I am your ghost girl. I have the scar. I was at Cedar Lake in 2003, and I need to understand what happened." 2 weeks later, I was sitting in a coffee shop across from Ellie, the former counselor. She looked as nervous as I felt. "You don't understand how many times I've told that story," she said. "It became my go-to creepy tale. I never thought I showed her my camp photos." Her face paled. "You were real," she whispered. "But how did you just disappear?" Together we pieced it together. On the 3rd day of camp, I'd had a severe allergic reaction to a bee sting, something I'd never been told about. The camp had rushed me to a hospital where I remained for 3 days before my parents took me home. The camp, fearing liability, apparently told the counselors and other children not to discuss the incident, creating an information vacuum that Ellie's teenage mind had filled with supernatural explanations. "I built my identity around being the person who saw a ghost," Ellie admitted. "I've told this story on every date, at every party. It's part of who I am." I finally called my parents that night. My mother broke down crying, admitting they'd kept the incident from me because the erratic reaction had briefly stopped my heart. They were so traumatized by almost losing me that they couldn't bear to discuss it. Ollie and I have met several times since. She's helping me write the true version of the story, not about a ghost girl, but about how memory, fear, and storytelling shape our understanding of reality. Sometimes the ghosts that haunt us aren't supernatural at all. They're just stories waiting for their truth to be discovered.